At the end of the day, if what we do in New Jersey or any of the states or any of the places where we're engaging in this kind of reform effort, if it doesn't touch the life of a child, it's been wasted effort. What we do has to make children better. There are only two reasons why you and I have a job as administrators. One is teaching and learning, and two is supporting teaching and learning. And it's that simple. This evaluation system should be about getting better teachers, supporting better teachers. We're not about getting people, we're about helping people. Now the fact is, and I will not shy away from it, if this were an audience of all teachers, I would still say the same. There are some teachers who got on the wrong bus. Some people, they're not teachers perhaps, but they got on the wrong bus. There must be accountability in the system, but we're not talking wholesale dismissal. I don't know where you're going to replace those people anyway. But we are talking about a balance of accountability and professional growth that is sensible and that makes evaluation a fundamentally important tool for reform. One of the things that we're going to go with a system that looks more like this one. Standards on professional knowledge, planning, instructional delivery. We could add one more if we wanted to, which could be differentiation, but it's captured under instructional delivery. Communication may or may not be a separate standard. Many times that proves to be better integrated across multiple standards. Some states want it to be a separate standard, some don't. Climate, learning environment, management is what I'm talking about. Assessment, professional behavior, the caring, the ethics of our profession, what we do, how you measure that. Some of those things are hard to teach, but they're extraordinarily important in the work we do. And then finally, student results. That's the game changer. If you do choose to use my evaluation system, here are some of the prominent characteristics that you will find. One is that I will deliver a uniform performance evaluation system for teachers, principals, and educational specialists. By specialists, I mean the professional, non-teaching employees in your building, about 25% of the people who walk through the schoolhouse door every day. Counselors, librarians, OT, PT, speech pathology. You can't use a teacher evaluation system with those individuals. We will deliver camera-ready handbooks for a group that we call specialists, for teachers, and if you choose to include the principals, either now or later, we will do the same for that. The terminology will be consistent. A standard will mean the same thing across all the systems. A performance appraisal rubric will mean the same. The rating scales will be comparable. The data sources will be individualized based on the position. The standards will be distinctive based on the position, 3 groups of standards, but we want a uniform system. You can't have 10 or 12 evaluation systems running around in your school. You need this to be uniform. I've already mentioned we'll provide camera-ready handbooks and training material if you choose to train your own teachers. We will provide training options through NJPSA for teachers. There will be a required training component for evaluators. But beyond the evaluators, we will provide the materials for you if you want to train your own teachers in your building. If you want us to do it, we'll do it for you, but you can do it yourself. In addition to the handbooks, then, we're going to give you fact sheets, training materials, PowerPoints, awareness, orientation materials, background research, whatever it is that you need that we have, and we have a lot of documents that would support you, that would come to you in this packet. Thirdly, I've already talked about the simplified set of research-based standards. I'm not going to give you a set of 20 or 40 or 80 standards per employee. You're going to get less than 10 standards per person. It still will be a diagnostic profile. It's still a medical model, diagnosis, prognosis, but it's intended to capture feasibility. And I've done that purposefully. What I will share with you has been extensively field tested and published and presented in a lot of venues. It's being used currently, versions of this, across a number of states, across other countries. And some of the other vendors will be able to make that same claim. All I'm telling you is that we aren't experimenting on you, New Jersey. You're not a guinea pig. I'm going to bring something to you that I know has a very good pedigree and will work for you. Teacher system is very carefully aligned with InTask. The principal system is very carefully aligned with ISLIC. for whatever that's worth. ISLIC wasn't designed for principal evaluation, by the way, but we aligned it anyway. The system, I've already mentioned this, we want a balance between professional growth and accountability. And I'm not going to shy away from the accountability part of it. It will have both elements included. We'll use multiple data sources. There will be measures of student progress and the ways and means and tools to do that, such as the student learning objectives. I have a book that we can make available. We will have training materials for you. We will take you through and train you on how to do student learning objectives. And we'll have options for follow-up training. And at the end of the day, you will be able to generate a diagnostic profile for your employee, your teacher, your principal, or whatever the position happens to be. And you can also calculate a final summative rating if you choose to do that. And it will meet your state requirements, but it still can be tweaked and customized at the local level if there are some needs to do that.